Hey guys, this is Womlu from Cadence Radio. Checking in. It's October 12th. Kind of getting happy with myself. I'm doing this every week if I can, like once a week, Fridays, maybe the weekend when I get a little bit of time. A little bit busy on my end here, but that's okay. I just want to fill you guys in on my radio broadcast. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Had a good long weekend, Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving in Canada, by the way, and it was great. Hope all your family's doing good too. I'm sitting over here. Just got some news. It's been a big week. Just got news yesterday. Today, Hillary Clinton's security clearance has been revoked. It's about goddamn time. That's one thing. But what I want to talk about is a little bit of what's happening with the purge of the United States here. The purge, which is for good, not for bad. And hopefully that purge can continue on to Canada. I was just sitting with my boy here yesterday. We're on WhatsApp. We had a big, huge conversation of where we're going, how we're seeing it. For him, he's not very optimistic. He thinks it's a little bit of doom and gloom, thinking that we're going to be pretty much shackled even more than we are right now. To me, I think that we're going to be okay. I think that we're going to get through this as human beings always do. We're a very resilient bunch. If you were meant to survive, you're gonna survive in any type of things, any type of situations. If you are a survivor, and there's a lot of us who are survivors. What I want to talk about, what we talked about a little bit yesterday, was the situation. Everybody is torn between Donald Trump running the United States and thinking that it's all said and done. In my in my old podcast right now, October, or actually in August, I actually said that I do not support what Donald Trump is doing, but I do not support him. But honestly, he's not a politician. He's a businessman. He's a strategic person. In business, you gotta count your zeros, add or minus them, and then go from there. You know, um, like I said, he says some foolish stuff, but I do support his agenda of what he's doing. He's trying to clean out a lot of people who just been there eating at the trough for a very long time. This year you've seen a record number of CEOs resigning, and lots of mainstream media is not talking about it. I've been researching it a little bit. Like I said, YouTube is a great place to research and get some news and get some research and get some facts of what's happening. The people I'm gonna call out, X22 Report. I'm gonna call out Dustin Emos too. I've been listening to him for a bit there too. The biggest guy too, I like Jordan Sather. He's very, very, very knowledgeable and just informed talk. Something's happening with his website, his YouTube channel, losing subscribers. Every time I go on to these guys, they have about 200,000 or 100,000 subscribers, but their videos are only getting viewed about 20,000 times or 15,000 times because someone's, like I said, YouTube has been doing this ever since. They are shadow banning a lot of people. Lots of information don't want to go out, But the internet, what the internet was brought here for us is it's an information highway. You get information on there, and the big boys or whatever, Google, whoever, you guys are, you're not the dictators of how that information is shared, and who it gets out to, and what it means for it to be getting out to people. But all in all, like the facts are, the biggest one is that 57,000 criminal indictments have been just sitting there, sealed, and to me, I think the hammer is gonna drop on a lot of situations. I think honestly, here's my prediction. Here's my hypotheses. Actually, my hypothesis is actually I think that there's two families, two factions. They're basically very entwined with each other. You know, they know each other. They've been doing business with each other, but somebody got out of hand. And I think that why Trump won is because it's the other family trying to bring everything back to order. You know, is it order out of chaos? No, I don't think it is. But I think they're trying to bring everything out to order, get rid of that old guard, and basically get everybody a fighting chance, put it to equality. You know, I think one of these factions got to come to Jesus moment, and honestly thinking that they cannot keep on going like this, or else no one wins. Right? It's just chaos to chaos, you know. And there's a lot of these people who are just sick to the core, you know. But they don't know no better, you know. And if you do find them, if you do know all those people, you know, forgive them, you know, pray for them. That's all you can really do. I'm not really religious, but you know, I say a prayer or say a grace once in a while. You know, look up to the heavens, thank the universe, you know, and thank all its energy, you know. And we need to harness that universe's energy from negative to good, and actually just think of what's happening down in the States, and actually you know, give them praise them a little bit here. But that's what I think it is. It's just a bit. It's two factions, you know, two warring families that have been fighting for the longest time, and it doesn't only go from us. It goes way deeper than people want to know, and some people will not comprehend of how deep it goes. I'll be exploring that a little bit more, you know, in my weekly vlogs, but something needs to break, and I think something is breaking. You know, it's coming to a point where, you know, people think that they're fighting for something, you know, but you need to break that cycle, break that brainwashing cycle. I'm very, very disappointed on how people are treating Mr. Kanye West as if I'm a big hip hop fan, and I actually delve into hip hop, do some music, do all that, you know. Lots of artists are very eccentric. They come out, they left brains out there, genius in their own way. And they think differently. But that doesn't mean that they're crazy or radical or anything. They just think differently. You know, when I listened to Kanye West's speech, what he wanted to do was basically the three things I got to him. He wants his community to have a better way of living, and that's to get jobs into his community, stop fighting each other, stop killing each other, you know, and basically try to live in harmony and sync and love all one another, a man of love, right? But they threw it out to him saying that he's crazy. Why is he ranting like this? Because if you all know Kanye, he is gonna rant. He's gonna rant as much as he can, but you gotta pick those points, because he's gonna give you about 3 or 4 or 5 rambling things continuously, but he's always gonna come back to the point he wants to speak about. And hopefully people can get it, but some people, there's some people you can't understand, you know, and some people, you say, what did he say? So the people who understand him can tell him what he just said. Don Lemon, you're a little punk. Like, honestly, how can you bring up his mom saying that she's rolling around in his grave, listening to all this stuff? Who are you to know? Do you speak with her? Do you do anything like that? You know, there's a lot of skeletons in your closet too. And, you know, for you to throw stones like that, and especially to bring someone's deceased family member into it, is just sickening, man. Especially on live TV. That's like that kind of got me. But anyways, to each their own. The universe is still gonna get it, and the more that negative energy which throws away, the more it's gonna come back to you. So Don Lemon, hopefully somebody does pray for you, or somebody kicks your ass, one or the other. But hopefully it's the first one is to pray for you, because you're blind to the fact, man. You can have an honest conversation with somebody instead of trying to drag them down. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Everybody entitled to who they want to choose, who have the choice, and that's basically it. You're a human being. You have a choice to make. But with that choice, there are some. I'm not going to say consequences. There are some stuff which flows to that. But honestly, if you're giving that good vibe, if you're giving somebody, trying to help somebody instead of bring them down, there's nothing wrong with that. And hats out to you, Kanye. And hopefully, you get what you need from the president, which I think you will, and keep on going, man. But yeah, that was my little bit of a rant. I was kind of mad about that. It's been on my in my head for a little bit of time. I had to just bring that out. Hopefully, everybody is all right, but I'll get back to those 57,000 sealed indictments here. Lots of big boys are going down, and I think that old guard has lost. Finally, I listened to David Janda. He said it best. These guys have been always playing offense. They don't know how to play defense. Everything has been handed for them to do their bidding. So when somebody is taking all that away from you, and you don't know how to get it because you have no backup plan, what's the best thing to do? You sit down and pout. You call people names, and then you try to cause a disturbance. And you're gonna see all that stuff. You're gonna see it. There's a lot of minions who are on there. But basically, what I want to say is everybody needs to come to a common sense. Everybody needs to do it. They need to sit down and actually do some logical thinking of what your actions are going to be. You ain't going to go down, protest, shout people out of the restaurants. You're not going to kick in doors and do that. That's not going to get your voice heard. That's just going to escalate something a little bit. So that's going to escalate into something even more. And hopefully better heads will prevail. But we'll see. And me getting back to Miss Hillary Clinton, she's saying that you can't be civil. You need to go out, do whatever you need to do. You're a strong voice of the Democratic Party. You were. I don't know if you still are. But you saying all that is not gonna fix anything. This is chess, by the way. It's chess, and Donald Trump has played it to enough. Whoever is in Donald Trump's corner. I know he's not the only guy. I know he's not the only guy, but I have a feeling that he has some other people right beside him or right next to him, and they're calling those shots. They're taking everything. They're taking it to another level, man. And they're chopping those blocks one way or the other. That Supreme Court hearing was basically the death knell right there. That's one of it. And what else is coming is all the other people who got fired from the FBI. All these other weird departments getting shut down. And the biggest one too is if you heard about how Donald Trump, his streak is going good, like how employment is going, then all of a sudden the Dow went down about, I think it was 1,300 points in the last couple of days. It closed off in negative. But what people ain't thinking is, Donald Trump painted a seed in a lot of people's minds. It's like, the feds are playing those tricks again. The feds playing those tricks. He's going after the Federal Reserve now. I don't know if it's a big challenge on that. But I think he's calling their hand, because all in all, as my research is going with all these, with me researching and listening to this alternate media guys who have facts. I think the number one thing, if he's calling that shot, I think the biggest thing the biggest event I think is for that Fed is to reset that Dow, crash it. I think that's all they have, and I think once that's done, then the good guys, whoever they are, will implement their strategy, their economic strategy, and take those guys out for good. So hang on, it's going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride, and it's going to affect us too, because I'm in Canada. As much as nothing really happens, Canada's a very quiet place. Like our politics, quiet, all that. But we do have a lot invested within our neighbors down there. We do have a lot invested with them, and honestly, if anything happens there, we get the brunt of it too. But the most important thing is hopefully the good guys over here will ride with the good guys down there and get this right. Because honestly, I'm sick of of people just funneling, taking people's money, doing what they wish with it. $1.2 trillion just disappears all of a sudden. It's just a big laundering scheme. And then they're just taking it from the backs of us normal people. And most of us, we're not even privy to it. We don't know if it's happening, And it's always the same exact thing. And I'll go talk to my insurance company. And I'm going to sit here and tell you this. I've been driving for about 23, 24, how many years? I'm getting up there. My insurance is going up. Never had an accident, never had a speeding ticket, never had any of that stuff. No one awards you with that anymore. They used to be able to do that, but now all of a sudden, everything is intertwined now. And now they don't award it. Everything's all into one basket. So your auto insurance is not separate anymore. It's intertwined with house insurance, intertwined with this, intertwined with that. So if anything happens, burglaries, fires, anything like that, everything goes up. And that is not fair to anybody, man. Not fair. That $1 which goes up, or that $2 or $3 or $5 or $6, it makes a difference in our pockets, but it makes a big difference in the insurance company's pockets, because they're making probably 100 to 1,000 times more money now, because they can just have a little tick saying that the rates went up. They can't. I don't care what the research they have, whatever it is, they can't justify putting the rates up when you have that much amount of money running through the economy. And that money running through the economy, it's not going to the good population, to the people who do work hard. It's going somewhere else. Some nefarious stuff we're doing anyways. Like honestly, funding wars, buying weapons, trafficking people, trafficking little kids, and these banks are privy to it. The insurance companies are privy to it, and they know about it. So hopefully that reset comes up, and that money can get to the right people. We can clean up our environment. We can basically have a good paying jobs. Honestly, I don't have no jobs at all. Honestly, get new jobs, do something different, but we'll see coming up there. I'm going to have my guest up on here. I'm going to have Maveen coming up. Me and him will have a good conversation regarding this. But all I got to tell everyone is just hang on, because it's going to be more bumpier right now. When those midterms hit, and when they do hit, and the Republicans are going to take a lot of seats and control a lot, it's pretty much over and done with. The old guard will be out, the new guard's going to come. And I hope the new guard is going to be fair with everybody, and give equal opportunity to everybody from abroad and also from down there, because that trade agreement with Mexico, Canada, and America, which just got signed, that is going to put put it to another perspective. So hopefully everything turns out as it's going to turn out. I hope this agenda keeps on going of what Donald Trump has been doing, and we'll see. So all peace and love, you know. That's my rant for today. Gonna have one probably next week, hopefully, and we'll go from there. All right, peace.